Hi guys, it's Chris with City or Homestead. So, I thought I'd bring you along. I can't start dinner for about 30 to 45 minutes, but I thought I might bring you along to show you some of the prep that I'm going to do to be able to get dinner started. So, the first thing, we're going to have deep fried french fries tonight. So, I've got my little fry cutter here, and I don't have any big long potatoes, but they're still going to be a nice fry, I think. And I'm going to pour them all into this bowl that I'll actually soak in water until Tom gets home. Well, till I start dinner anyway. I'm using up some of my old potatoes, so some red ones, regular ones. I got my new 10-pound bag today, but I want to make sure that I use up my old ones first, you know. I'm actually going to deep fry them in my wok tonight. I know I told Tom, I says, well, I should have Jack bring over the other Big Daddy, and he says, use your wok. So I think I'll use my wok. Alright, so there's my fries. And I'm going to add water to that and let it sit until it's time. So the next thing I have to prep up is I'm going to need some sliced tomatoes for what I'm doing. So I'm going to use my rada knife. Oh, you know what? I should have gotten my tomato knife. Dang it. Hold on. Now that's better. Let's get the tomato knife. I really love this knife, you guys. I love all the knives that I've gotten from them. And you guys have helped me do that, which I truly, truly appreciate. Look at that. And you can cut them so thin with this knife that it's wonderful. Like, I've never been able to cut that thin of tomatoes before. And these are garden fresh. I told Jack, make sure you go get a tomato out for you and Missy. Okay, so what's he do? He brings the most deformed one in here. So we'll cut it as well as we can. How's that? We can always make everything work. What the heck? Why not? So I'm going to do 2 deep fried things tonight. This should be fun and exciting. Alrighty. Any tomatoes we got left, that's okay. Tom will eat the slices. He loves tomatoes, so I'm sure we can eat them just fine. Alright. Now I'm just going to make sure that I also want to put lettuce on it. So I'm just going to make sure I take my lettuce and kind of just plop it on my plate so we can use slices of that. Alright. Let's throw that away. I'm making messes, guys, making messes. I think we used to call my sister Messy Nessie, but you know, maybe that's actually me now. Could very well be, you know. Alright. So what I do next will be a dead giveaway on what I'm making tonight. I am going to make some tartar sauce. I think that this is a mess. I'm almost done with this jar. You know how it is digging in for the bottom there. It's crazy. And I'm using Miracle Whip, but you can use anything that you like. You can use your mayo, whatever you want. And whatever I have left, I'll send home with Jack and Missy. Because actually, the fish that we're going to fry, he got in his commodities this month. So, it's catfish. So remember how yesterday I told Tom, you're going to like it but won't like it? He doesn't like catfish. But I'm hoping that with it being deep fried, because he's never had it that way, that he'll like it. I've never had it that way either, so hopefully it does well. And then I'm going to add some of my sweet relish to that. I think I could actually use just a little bit more. If you've never go in and watch my sweet relish video, you guys, this is the best relish. I could literally eat it by the spoonful. Alrighty, so there we have our tartar sauce. I'll be back when I start cooking dinner. Okay, so what I decided to do while I'm waiting is I'm going to make up the batter. And this is the batter that Renee taught me to make. And I'm going to do 2 cups of flour. I almost got this bag used up. Wouldn't fit in my container, so I've been using out of the bag. And I'm going to use 2 cups of cornstarch with my beautiful containers. You can do 1 and 1, but whatever you use of cornstarch, use of the flour too. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic powder. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a lot. Let me get rid of some of that. That would have been very garlicky. So I got rid of some of the garlic powder. And we're going to mix it together. Now the trick to her batter here is the first thing you do is dip it once. Then when you get ready to do it again, before you put it into your hot oil, you dip it again. And I have the oven starting to heat up to 200 because what I'm going to do is, because there's so many pieces of fish to do, I'm going to keep it warm in the oven while we're doing it. So we're just going to dip it into the mixture, and I'm just going to sit it on this pan. And I'm going to do that for both bags of fish. So I might be cooking fish for a minute tonight. But that's okay. Why not use up the grease that you have, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'm going to get all this done, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready to start. Well, hi, Jack.
Hello.
So I decided to ask Jack for help because I didn't feel comfortable keep reaching over, and then I know somebody would complain about that, and I don't want that. So Jack's going to be the French fry man. You probably won't be able to fit them all in there at one time, but drop in slowly. So now if you notice on the fish, it's soaked a lot of that breading in. You can grab a handful, but just go really slow. Don't drop like that. Just take a handful. Get as close to the oil as you can. And you can fill that all up. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to re-bread it. And we're going to get it put in that grease. Oil, whatever you want to call it. her breading, when she did that on the chicken and we did it too, it is really, really good. And with that cornstarch, it really does stick to it. How many do you have left in there?
I'm just doing those so I get more in here.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to get all that in there, but we've got the oven preheating to 200, so we can put the extra fries and the extra fish in there to, you know, keep it warm while we're frying everything else. Because it's probably going to take 2 batches of French fries and 2 batches of fish. And then again, whatever I have left, Jack will take home. Does that break your heart, Jack?
No.
What's one of your favorite dishes, Jack? Fish?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get these frying and then we'll be back. Alright, so I'm going to flip the fish for the first time. I know it's not browned, but if you let it sit too long, then that coating on the other side kind of evaporates, if you know what I mean. So we'll get it turned the first time. There, how's that look? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Does that look like good fish?
Yeah.
Again tomorrow, I'm not sure if there'll be a video or not. We're going to leave here about 7 o'clock in the morning to go up to Renee and John, so maybe we'll do a video up there. I'm not sure. If we do, then we do. If we don't, I'm sorry. I guess I'll have a day without videos. But hopefully we do something. I'm sure we will. We usually do. Alright, so we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so Jack's first batch of French fries is done. And my first batch of fish is done. So we're going to put them on the pan here. And then we're going to put them in the oven. Oh, that's beautiful fish. What do you think, Jack?
Yep.
We've gotten to where the place that we like to go to for fish up here is $12.99 for a dinner. And I know they have to go along with the times, but you guys, that's a lot of money. It's really good chicken, or fish, I mean, but that's a lot of money. Alright, so we're going to put these in the oven. Just at 200. That'll keep it just warm. Alright, so we're going to start the next batch. Oh shoot, I forgot to do that one. That one won't be very crispy. We all screw up, huh, Jack?
Yeah.
And everybody thinks I can't screw up, but that's wrong. I can. Big time, actually. And Jack's learning how to deep fry. That's a good thing, huh, Jack?
Yeah.
Tell you what, if you watch some of the old videos, you'll see just how far you've come, Jack.
You're not supposed to do that.
I got flour all over my face. Well, I'd rather have it be flour than grease, so that's a good thing. Hopefully we put that last piece in there. There we go. Alrighty, so we'll be back. Alright, so while the last bit of fish is cooking, I'm going to get our sandwiches ready. Do you like a lot of tartar, Jack, or just a little?
A lot. I bet it's hard to get rainy.
Like it has mayo in it.
Yeah.
So we're going to put all this tartar sauce. There'll be a little bit left over, Jack.
Alright.
Do you want me to put any on Missy's or no?
You put a little bit.
There we go.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Alright, so now I'm also going to put the tomatoes on the top. I'll put some extra tomatoes on here, how's that?
Alright.
Because she loves tomatoes.
Oh yeah. I'll be lucky to get any.
Yeah, she does. She loves tomatoes. So does Tom. Whatever's left, he'll use as slicers tonight. He's like, I have a few slicers left from my lunch. You guess you know what he's going to be having tonight, don't you? Some of his cucumber slicers. Now we're going to put a little bit of lettuce on each one. I personally don't like a whole salad on my sandwiches. I always tell them light lettuce. It's not that I don't like them. I just don't want a whole salad on there. Alrighty. So we're going to finish these up. The fish is just getting close to being done. So as soon as it is, we'll be right back. Alrighty, so we're going to pull some of this fish out. And I've got cheese on the bottom so that the fish can actually melt the cheese. And Jack is just refrying some of the French fries so that they're a little bit,
Browner?
a little bit browner, yeah. That's the word we use for it. So what we're going to do with these, let me bring you back here. So we're going to take all that cold stuff and just flip it over. And this should get the cheese to melting. Remember when they used to separate those McDonald's burgers? They had the cold stuff on one side and the hot on the other. That's kind of what you're doing. So let me show you one of these fish sandwiches. Doesn't that look beautiful? Alright, we're going to finish up these sandwiches. Jack's going to finish up those fries. And then we'll be back. Alright, so there's dinner. 2 fried chicken sandwich or fish sandwiches.
Ooh, that's nice and crunchy. I like that.
Coming from a guy that don't like catfish, what do you think?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can take your third bite. I know you're dying to. And then you gotta try the French fries. Jack tried those, made those.
Jack meat and french fries.
Yep.
Oh, they're nice and crispy. I like that. They're good. They're real good.
And now try your coleslaw. What'd you do with your fork? Oh, you left it in the coleslaw. No.
That's good too.
Fresh out of our garden.
I know
Okay, now you
Jack
can
did.
talk, Nate. You can say hi and goodbye.
Say hello.
Say goodbye, Nate.
Say goodbye, Nate. Well, Nate, you there?
We're talking to our son from Tennessee. So, you guys have a blessed and wonderful evening. Be a blessing, and bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Nate.